Okay, before we start this video, what's up? I want to talk about the merchandising that I've got for sale. You might know this poster already. It's the croissant recipe poster, beautifully designed. I've got another one with me. Yeah. A cheeky illustration of how to count the layers you can find in a croissant. I like it very much. It's available for sale on my website. I'll post a link down below to it, but for now, video. I smashed it. Hey guys, salut, this is Alex. I shouldn't be smiling. Today we are addressing a serious situation. Something that has been, slowly be crawling inside my studio. I'm not talking about bugs. I'm talking about kitchen islands. Let me show you what I mean, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. The thing that's keeping me awake at night is that none of these kitchen islands are the same height, same width. Everything is different. Even the countertops are all different. And this is the situation that I'm trying to address. And I'm gonna do that by obviously building more kitchen islands. You ask me to solve a problem, I'm solving the problem. The big ones are probably the best, but the material that I use for the top of this one is really nothing to be proud of. You've got these lines that mess up with everything you're basically doing. Using tiles is more fragile than using stainless steel. This one definitely is my favorite, and yet it's too heavy, it's bulky. I would love it to be separated into smaller modules. For now I'm gonna keep those two, but I'm gonna say goodbye to this one and to this one. Ouah, ce n'est qu'un au revoir, mes frères, ce n'est qu'un au revoir. So I'm gonna go and get myself some sheets of plywood. I love plywood. I know it's a bit random, but there's a lovely video online about plywood. It's called A Love Letter to Plywood, and it's made by Tom Zaks, an amazing New York City artist. You should definitely check this out. Anyway, end of the digression. Let's go and get these sheets of plywood. I'm calling a metal company for the countertops that I need, the stainless steel ones. Oh no, it's closed. Shut up. Welcome to summer in Paris. Even though I've been trying really hard to find sheets of metal for the top, it seems like every metal company is closed in August. At first I felt a bit stuck, but in fact I came up with another idea. Unusual, but that could probably solve it, and maybe even in a less expensive way. So this is a sheet of stainless steel that is used by pastry chef. I could basically turn this into a top for my kitchen islands. So here's the plan. So I'm gonna be working at least on the first module, and the first one is gonna be the utility one. All the things that I need at my desk at least. Drawers on this side, maybe a bigger one at the bottom, and same on the other side as well. Not all the same size in case I need to store, for example, bottles at the bottom. Then I would love to have the top made out of stainless steel, because it's just like the best material in the kitchen. And then on the side, I will be thinking about the modular, temporary sticking, but for now, this is what I'm gonna be working on. The hardware store, the place where I got all the wood, is super close to an amazing Portuguese grocery store. So I got some bacalhau fritter, some feijoao, some octopus salad, and a bit of Portuguese rice. I gotta deal with this situation, and on top of that, it still is a food channel afterwards. Ça c'est bon ça. Oh, ça c'est bon ça. So now that all my modules are complete, I mean more or less, the structure at least is complete, I'm gonna be working on the mechanism that's gonna hold them together. Magnets. It's magnet time. So in the end, this is the baking sheet that I've got. I really like this, apart probably from two things. The first one is this ledge, and the second problem is the way I'm gonna use and abuse these surfaces is gonna be full of scratches. You don't want that, so I'm gonna brush it. I'm not gonna brush it gently like a painter. Brush it aggressively. But first, let's flatten it out. I'm sure you wouldn't believe me if I were to tell you that my neighbors actually love me. This is a knife that I made with Alex Steele, the YouTube blacksmith, amazing guy, and it's not even a hammer, it's a tenderizer. So let's talk about the way these bad boys are, sticking to one another. So on each module, you've got 4 magnets, minus on the left and plus on the right. The reason why I did that is because now, plus, minus, you spin it around and you still get plus, minus, which is amazing because then you can still stick them together. I wouldn't call myself a genius on this, but I think it's nice. Coming through. So let's say you've got some big heavy work, meat, vegetables, fish, a stove, like a stand mixer. It takes loads of real estate, and that's good because you have plenty over here. Now let's say you have less work. You could cut a few things, use the stove over here, and it's not taking too much real estate in the studio. That's my point. Now let's go even further. Let's say you only need to cut an onion, for example. You don't need that much real estate. You just need a small, convenient kitchen island like this one. I could also play, that game with the 3 cards, like, don't touch the card! 10, 15, red, black, don't touch the card! And then obviously if you feel like the ego is kicking back in, if you feel like you need more space, more power, you can always go back to this Optimus Prime configuration. I like to call this Optimus Prime. So here's the situation with wine crates in the studio. They are basically everywhere. You've got wine crates over there you've got 14, there you've got more crates, and there are even more wine crates over here. There are also a few bottles of wine. At the end of the day, I'm still a Frenchman, so... plenty wine in there. I've got a Malbec from a fan. You can keep on giving me wine bottles. A Gigondas, my own wine. I've got 3 bottles of my own wine. Cornas, Pommard, Nuit Saint-Georges. Now back to these beautiful wine crates. I'm gonna use them, and they are gonna become the base drawers of those kitchen islands. I think they can look good as long as I keep their face clean, which is obviously what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna damage a wooden crate. I'm not a lunatic. Right, so here's what I did with the drawers. I integrated 2 of them, and I think it looks pretty good. They slide beautifully inside the kitchen island. Top aluminium handles just keep the face clean while, matching the airline service trolley kind of vibe that these carry, obviously. Nice. All the faces of these kitchen islands will have a dedicated purpose. Like, I think this one will be dedicated to daily use. Like, this could be like a very expensive pocket dump, and this Saint-Émilion Grand Cru classé could be the most expensive dry trash can. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's obviously not the end of this kitchen island story. I need to populate them as I mentioned earlier. I'm thinking about a few different options. I'm thinking about a tea trolley because I love tea. I'm also thinking about all the kitchen towels, paper towels, white spirits, some disinfectant. Basically, I want each module to be dedicated to one task. Plenty more content to come. So, in the meantime, take care. Bye bye. Salut.